Hey there, Facebook. Hope you're all doing fantastically. Welcome to the live stream today. Today, we're going to be talking about why it's important to know your leverage points in your business. And we're going to be talking a lot more in depth around that, why it's important to know your leverage points in your business. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. As you guys are tuning in, what I want you to do is just let me know where you're tuning in from. And we're going to be getting started in a couple of minutes, right? Because for a lot of business owners, they keep doing the same thing over and over again. They expect a different result. And when a lot of businesses are looking to grow, you really want to understand where your leverage points are in your business. And I'm going to give you a lot more context on this. And it's real because it's not only just your leverage points, right? So it's not only just your leverage points, it is also about what you're best in world at, right? What you're best in world at. And not only that, like things that set you aside from the rest as well. And I tell you what brings on this conversation. I've finished my whole 12-week plan for my content. And now I'm like, well, I haven't done my next 12 weeks worth of content planning. And I was sitting here at about 10 to 12, speaking with SERENA, because we've been putting up new ad campaigns and everything like that today, which have now just gone officially live, and just set on all of our clients' ones and so on this morning as well. And I was like, what should we talk about today? I said to SERENA, and she said, well, I'm not really sure. The question was, she goes, what are you going to talk about today, Jarrod? I said, well, I don't know, just whatever comes to me. So this is what's come to me, and this is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is, why you need to understand where your leverage points are in your business, why it's important to know where your leverage points are in your business, and, what you're best in world at, right? And what your point of difference is as well, okay? Because for a lot of businesses, they keep themselves in the dark around why they're different, why someone should go with them, and they don't really look at their marketplace properly and go, how can I serve more? How can I do more? How can I become more? How can I grow as a business, right? People just don't look at that type of stuff as much as they should. And this is a challenge for a lot of businesses because they're not really evolving. They're not really doing things differently. They're not standing out in the crowd around the million other businesses that do the same thing as what you guys do, right? So it's really important that when you're looking for your next level of growth, that you keep evolving, you keep looking at additional ways to be able to set yourself aside from the rest and find additional ways to be able to grow more effectively so that, you can even work smarter, not harder in your business. And it even comes from your lead generation. It comes from your sales. It comes from what you guys are doing on a day-to-day basis. So it's really, really important to not only understand where your leverage points are, to not only understand what you're best in world at, to not only understand what points of differences that you do have. All of this is really, really important in the grand scheme of things. But I'm going to be talking to you guys today around how you can really discover what those leverage points are in your business, right? Because as I said, if you just keep doing things the way that you always have, you just continue getting the exact same results. And it's all about how can I be more efficient with what I do to be able to get more bang for my buck, right? So, I mean, for a lot of people in, like, say, our industry, for example, the challenge is getting a hold of people these days when it comes to lead generation. That's the challenge, getting hold of people, right? Because what it takes, it's a large volume of calls to be able to get results, right? So you got to understand leverage points. You got to understand what you're best in world at. You got to understand, what points of differences that you do have to be able to then feed and obviously make time more efficient so that you can start getting better results in your business, right? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. So like knowing your leverage points are as simple as this. Leverage points is money, right? Number one, leverage points are money, right? So leverage point money in terms of what are people going to pay you the most money for, right? So where is the value, right, in terms of dollars, right? Where is the value in terms of dollars and people that will pay you more for, right? Or more regularly, okay? Right? So you got to understand, in terms of leverage points, what do people pay you the most money for, right? What do people pay you the most money for? And then over and above that, not only what people pay you the most money for, but what people pay you more regularly for as well. Okay, so this is really important. This is like the first point of really understanding leverage points. And there was a conversation that we had on Friday, yesterday, with our team. So we caught up with our team from 7 a.m. right through to about 9:30. So it's about 2.5 hours. So this included like our sales meeting. This included like just general conversation and sort of, vision, where are we going with things, that type of stuff. What are we going to be doing? What's that going to look like? How can we make things better? How can we be more efficient? These are the questions that we're asking now as well, because we understand the nature of the business. However, does the business have to be that nature, right? No, it doesn't. There's other industries that I look at and I go, okay, past experiences with other industries are doing this, this, and this. And how can we then bring that into what we do and be able to emulate the same results? Because it's just these little things that make such a massive difference for businesses to be able to start getting different results. Because as I said, you got to understand where the leverage points are. You got to understand what your best in world are, and you got to understand what your points of differences are. So the leverage points are, what do people pay you more money for, right? Where's the value in your business, right? Because more money in the door for your business, more cash flow, it means, therefore invest more into marketing, right? So that is therefore a leverage point, right? The second one is, where do people pay you more regularly, and how can you make that a more regular thing as well in your business in terms of leverage points? And it's really good at identifying what the products and services are that actually do this, so that you can work more efficiently in your business. There's one other leverage point that you can look at within your business as well, to be able to obviously feed the expansion side, because this feeds into a conversation I had with my team yesterday, as I said to you, which I'll give you the context on shortly. Because right now where we sit as a business is we go, okay, we want to create 300 new case studies of people that have used our methodology and got a result, right? Used our methodology and got a result, right? More leads, more sales, more conversions, and now they're no longer a worrier, right? They're not worrying about things. They're now a business warrior. They're in control of their revenue. They're in control of the leads coming into the business. They're in control of the sales, right? So that was the conversation we had yesterday. So the third one is not only people that pay you more, right? So the services that pay you more and expanding on those so you can invest more in marketing, all that type of stuff. The second one, people paying you more regularly. Or the third one is time, right? So it's always money and time. So the third one is like, what are the services that you spend very little time on, yet have the leverage to be able to do, thousands of people in that one area, and not necessarily more work for your business, right? So this could be a lower priced product, right? This could be a lower priced product that you have in your business that you're using currently, that you can have 1,000 people in and not necessarily work any harder, okay? So it's all these little things throughout the way that are going to make such a huge difference, right? And, if you look at the coaching and consulting industry, for example, right, it is, group trainings, and that's the area, right? So group live events and group trainings, that's where the leverage is. Or it's like your premium mastermind type programs that cost 15, 20 grand. For consultants, it's like when I go into a business and I overhaul things, or I, go into someone's life and they help them overhaul their whole life, right? And, it might be a higher end one-on-one service, for example, right? So, or it's like a membership program, which, costs next to nothing for somebody to get access to. And, they just pay every week or every month or just once off for the year, and, they're on their merry way, right? It's these little things that make such a huge difference. Now, when I say leverage, that's one part to it. Then it's like, what are you best in world at? What is your service best in world at? And that could be something specific, right? So that could be, we're best in world at sales training. We are best in world at creating health products, right? This one health product we're really good at, right? Or it could be that we're best in world at lead generation, or we're best in world at something else, right? Whatever that is, it is what it is. That is what it is, right? So whatever you're best in world at. The third one is the points of difference, right? And this feeds into a conversation I had with the guys too, which I'll give you some context now. So conversation yesterday, sales meeting started at 7 a.m., right? Went right through to 9:30 in the morning. We had breakfast, coffee, all that type of stuff as well. And the conversation was, right, we've got this product and it's called the 300 Mastermind. So I'm going to give you guys an insight into all of this. And in this program, people don't realize exactly how much is in it, because it's literally got all of my, well, not all of my knowledge, but it's got pretty much everything of my knowledge that's on paper so far in this program, right? So we're talking like, every type of strategic selling process I've gone through, scripts for booking calls, scripts for sales calls, slide decks that I use that closes at 20 to 30% from stage and from webinars. Then there is our full webinar process, which is, everything from the exact ads we've used, the landing pages all templated, the emails templated, targeting and everything that we use, how we go about targeting, etc. Then it's got all the other funnels that I use as well, which is all the download funnels, which includes also the email automations, includes the copies of the ads that we've used and everything like that, the structure around that. Then there was like the challenge process that we go through as well, all the email automations for that, all the templated application processes for your program services, all that type of stuff. We've got like these messenger bot sequences that we use for appointments that I've run successfully. We've got a full competition formula in it that we've used successfully, and that thing there has had over 250 applications come through or enters into those competitions. On the back end of them, we've made upwards of $10,000 on those. Like all of this in this particular program is like literally everything that I've done. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars working a lot of this stuff out, right? So the conversation was this, and the guys were like, when they came and they started working for us, they were like, we're just going to sell so much of this program, it's not funny, right? And the reality is a lot of people are coming in and they're spending more on our, masterminds, which are like starting at $7,000 right up to $20,000. And then they're spending more on our done for you services, which starts at 40 grand for the year. Right. And these are like specific businesses that we're working with. Right. And they're going, we're going to sell so much of this. And they're like, well, we're selling more of the other services. Right. And we're getting incredible results and everything. And we're still getting incredible results in the 300 Mastermind and everything. But we're selling more of these other ones. And they're like, well, I can't understand why, because people normally spend, like they said, I've spent, because these guys that are working with me right now are marketers, right? They're working with me and SERENA. They are marketers as well. They're not only in our executive team, warrior scale specialists, right, that are, helping people put plans together from our database and new leads that are coming through, but they're actual marketers too. So these guys, they know how to write sales copy. They know how to write landing pages. They know how to put offers in place. They know how to run Facebook marketing campaigns. They know about service-based businesses because they've run and marketing campaigns and they've actually worked in service-based businesses in the past. So like, and this is like, if we're looking at big points of differences, like a lot of other companies that they haven't got marketers on the phone speaking to new potential clients, right? And putting strategies together for free to new potential clients, right? And they're looking at this particular program going, Jarrod, I can't believe how cheap this program is at 297 USD, 430 Australian. They said, you know, we've paid 3, 4, 5,000, 6,000, even up to $10,000 actually paid for that level of program, that level of inclusions, and that level of service, right? Which is absolutely insane. And they say, well, you know, we don't even get access to still the experts in some cases of these particular programs, right? And this is how the conversation started. And we're like, well, we've really got to now look at how can we market that product and sell more of that particular product. And really, like I just said to him, I said, the only reason, and this is the exact conversation I've had with the guys, right? So it's like, I've said to him, I've said, look, for some reason, right, with lower priced programs and services, what I'm finding is that people, like, when they look at that program, you tell them everything that's included, they go, oh, okay. And then they look at these other ones and the level of service that we've got in them, they go, well, you know, I prefer to do that instead. And they've gone, I don't understand that, because people are, you know, I've spent so much money on that sort of stuff, right? And we've gone, okay, cool. Now, how can we expand this then? How can we, you know, use this particular program as a marketing tool to be able to bring more people through? Because, you know, we're looking for 300 case studies, and these 300 people, right, are going to be marketed all over Facebook once they've got results and all that type of stuff, of course. Video testimonials all we ask from this program, and then just a very small price to actually jump into it. And we just said, look, it's like that, you know, we're looking for video testimonials. They're all going to be marketed all over Facebook, but we've got to expand that now. We've got to find a way to bring in leads just to sell that particular program, right? So that's when we've gone and strategized on new marketing campaigns to put in place, which have just gone live actually 5 minutes actually before this live stream went on. And I'm telling you guys this because, like, really, you know, we can have 1,000 people in that 300 mastermind program, but really all we're looking for is 300 people to become case studies, right? And, you know, these case studies that are getting results are going to be marketed to hundreds of thousands of people on Facebook as people that have used the system and got results, right? So hence the reason why they've said, well, let's leverage that now, right? And the reason I'm telling you this story is because you guys have a product very much the same right now in your service-based business, right? Or so you've got that product that is leverageable, that also it has the ability to be able to add incredible value to people and is completely differentiated from anything else on the marketplace. And to give you guys a bit of an idea on how our strategy is around marketing for this particular one as well is, they said, the guys were saying, well, let's do comparisons of other courses as marketing material. Let's do comparisons of other courses that are like this one, right? And show the massive price differences in the two. And then, you know, point out, you know, all the inclusions in the other course, and then point in all the inclusions in this particular course. And then people will really start seeing the value in that particular product, right? And it's going to be a super cheeky marketing strategy, but it's also going to piss a lot of people off. So it's going to turn a whole industry upside down at the moment with this particular marketing campaign that we're putting together. Now, we haven't done that part of it yet. We've just launched ads and copy and things like that, just with lead forms to start with. So it's like, for you guys, this is how you would go about doing it too. I'm just going to give you the real life how we've done it. So we've gone, I'm not going to write a whole sales page, massive sales page for all of this, because the reason why I'm not going to write a full sales page for this is because it's going to take me a lot of time to do that, a lot of time, and it's not going to, and if the marketing campaigns don't work as effectively as I want them to, I don't want to have wasted all that time. So we just set up some lead forms on Facebook, which, you know, you can get up and running super, super quick within, you know, 30 minutes, right, of having your copy ready. Less than 30 minutes, you can have it all ready using lead forms. And we've had lead form campaigns that are generating leads for like, you know, 50, 60 cents, right? Facebook loves them. Facebook loves them. Facebook actually loves the fact that it stays within Facebook as well, therefore favors them. As a particular ad campaign, they reach more people faster, right? As I said to you, like we've just literally sent it live. It's spent $2.63 already. So Facebook is already showing it to like a lot of people so far for very, very low cost, right? So I'm sharing all of this with you live because all of you will be doing the exact same thing with your team, right? If you haven't got your team, you find somebody to be able to bounce all of this off, right? Somebody who understands your industry, someone who understands what it is that you do, someone that you vibe with. That's why Serena and I, we did that training recently around, you know, finding your team. Where is your team, right? You need a team to be successful, right? You do. You cannot do everything yourself, playing the lone wolf. I've done the lone wolf. It sucks balls, right? It really does suck balls being by yourself, building a business. If you've got people to bounce off, if you've got people to sit there and help you with things, you've got people to bounce ideas off. Like last night at 8 p.m. Western Australia time, which is, you know, a call to Adelaide to one of our scale partners, Skillful Mind. Shout out to Skillful Mind. And we're talking about strategy with them. How can we improve things? How can we make things better? How can we get more sales? How can we find a better quality client coming through, or a more astute client that is going to look at what you guys do and go, oh my God, this is a no fucking brainer, right? Because I look at their product and I go, for what they're selling, they're underpricing it by, like, I reckon at least $1,000 to $1,500, at least minimum. And I said that to them. I'm like, this is such a no-brainer for your industry. They should just be snapping it up, right? But what it is we've got to come up with the right strategy to put in place of the right astute business owner or person that is going to go, this is a no-brainer, I will do this, right? And this is the whole strategy that you guys are going to go through, right? Understanding where your leverage points are. And the leverage points are money and time. That's the leverage points. Less time, whatever takes you less time to be able to deliver, right? And what is going to pay you the most money for your service, right? Because, you know, more cash flow, more money in means more possibilities, more options to reinvest into your business, whether it be buy back more time by hiring more staff, or whether that be on the other side of it, bringing more marketing, spending more on marketing to bring in more leads, therefore enable you to make more sales. All right. So it's these leverage points here around money and time that are really, really important. And the time factor is what doesn't cost me a lot of time, right? What doesn't take me a lot of time to deliver, yet gives me that gives me reoccurring revenue, or gives me some type of, you know, I can have 1,000 people in it, and it's not necessarily going to be, you know, more time for me to deliver that. Okay. So these are what you got to understand. It's that. And then it's like, you know, what are you best in world at? What's your best in world skills? What are you getting exceptional results for? Doubling down on that. and knowing where your points of differences are. And like that whole situation that we had with our team, right, around the, you know, points of difference and so on too, it's literally, it's going to, we're going to make a lot of marketers incredibly angry. Like, and, you know, it's one of those things, right? If you're going to compete on price, or are you going to compete on value, right? And everything, we're always looking at stacking more value into things to be able to go, how can we get your results quicker? That's what we're always talking about. One of our key values is evolving, to be consistently evolving as people, and also with our product and service, which is fulfilling the bigger mission of ours to become the most cutting edge marketing and sales company in the whole of Australia and New Zealand, right? Yes, we market to other countries and everything, right? But if we can just become the most cutting edge marketing and sales company in just Australia and New Zealand, then, you know, that's going to then expand across other countries, right? America, like Canada, you know, the big sort of 5 main ones, right? Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada, and Ireland, right? All really important. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, because all of this is really important. And it's you really got to understand this for your business. This is probably going to be one of the most enlightening live streams that you guys have ever been on of mine, because if you can just understand this one part, right, and you can get your team on board with this, and you can start to articulate it in a certain way in your marketing to be able to have conversations with people, it's going to give you guys some incredible results long term. Because all of this, understanding your leverage points in terms of money and time in your business, right? Understanding what you're best in world at and having your points of differences there, it's really going to turn an industry upside down. And that's what we're looking at now as well, is how can we turn a whole industry upside down with what we do, so that they all literally they get pissed off, right? You've got to do this sort of stuff. Hence the reason why they said, okay, let's look like at articulating the value around, okay, you know, this person has a product, right, on the internet, and this is how much it costs. This is all the inclusions of all of it, right? This is our product at $297 USD, fuck all. And you know, this is all of that's inclusions. Do like a comparison sheet, and really show people the differences between the two, and then the difference in the cost. Once they see the difference in the cost, they'll go, holy fuck, this is insane. So that's what we're looking to create with our marketing campaign. So now, no doubt all of you will see it, right, at some stage. And it's about evolving what you do, because if you just continue doing the same thing over and over again, you just continue to get the same result all the time. And this is just what we're looking at doing right now, is because we just want to kick a heap of people out of the game. Right now, the time that we're in is the time for disruption. Right now, the time that we are in right now, this moment, with things that are going on in the world, all the extra fear, the uncertainty, all this type of stuff, right? It is now a time for disruption. It is now your time to disrupt a whole entire industry and turn that whole entire industry upside down. And I tell you what, right? Will you still get everybody in the marketplace to buy into your service? No, you won't. You won't. However, it is like one person at a time. Disrupting an industry, one person at a time. One step at a time is all it takes. One client at a time. Change the whole way that they think about things. One at a time. And I tell you what, if you got your competitors calling you angry, I can't believe you're doing that, you can't do this, that sort of stuff, that's the type of calls I want. Why not? It's good things to have, right? What are they going to do then? They've got to re-change things around, right? We got the upper hand. That's what it's about, getting the upper hand, right? Transforming an industry, disrupting an industry in some way, shape, or form, right? So you can do this in your business as well. You can do this with your marketing. You're going to stand out so much more than the crowd, right? You're going to start getting different results. That's what it's about. Start to get different results, evolving, doing things differently, understanding your leverage points, what you're best in world at, and start taking action, right? So we spoke about this yesterday. We implemented the ad campaigns today. And I tell you what, there is a few people in the industry right now, in a few different industries of business coaching, consulting, across other industries at the moment, people that are really, really disrupting things at the moment. And the question is when are you going to do this as well? Because there is, as I said, there is so much opportunity out there for you all. All you must do is start looking at things differently, get your team on board with everything, and start doing the actions necessary to be able to help yourself move forward. And what I'm going to do, you guys have got questions right now. I'm going to be taking questions from you guys as well, because let's talk about these leverage points. Let's talk about the leverage side and how you can start getting the right leverage for your business as well. Right? Because, you know, it's okay for me to give you the stories around the conversation that we had with our team yesterday and what we're doing and how we're going to be doing things and all that type of stuff. It's great to do that side. However, you want to be also looking at it from the other angle as well, and actually implementing and doing it, right? And who knows, you know, this whole strategy that I'm talking about with you guys today, we could fail at it terribly. We could fail at it terribly. However, if we never try, we never actually attempted to be able to do this, we would never know whether it was going to be successful or not, right? So, and, you know, will it happen on our first campaign that we put in place? Probably not. It probably will not. However, if we tweak a couple of things, change a few things, test more, go crazy with the testing process, right? I think I set up this morning 7 different advertising campaigns, right, already. I love the campaign budget optimization option with Facebook now. It's freaking fantastic. So really, you guys are going to be getting onto campaign budget optimization campaigns. So much better for a testing process as well, because Facebook will just go with whichever one is the most successful and start promoting that a lot more. They'll do the direction and everything for you to find the leads at the lowest cost. All you've got to do is literally just take the actions necessary in order to move forward, right, consistently. So for you guys that have questions, right, hit me with those questions now because I'll answer those for you. Welcome, Indra, welcome, Serena. Hope you are both doing fantastically. Beautiful Bali here. Yes, Bali is absolutely amazing, 100%. Welcome, Cherry, our friendly local cybersecurity expert, right, who's worked for the Pentagon. If you've had a shout out to Cherry. If you have not followed Cherry yet, make sure that you do. She is by far one of the best. Her knowledge is insane. I actually listened to one of her podcasts the other day on GoDaddy, right? If you have GoDaddy domains and stuff, she gave some incredible advice around that as well. You want to check that out. That is bloody epic. Or even just go follow her on Facebook, or go to the Cyber Show, search for the Cyber Show on YouTube, right? Some killer stuff going on there as well. Some of the interviews, some of the things that she's doing is just absolutely epic. Reach out to her. If your business doesn't have a cybersecurity plan in place at the moment, well, 62% of cyber attacks are to small businesses because small businesses believe that they are not big enough to be hacked, to be a target for hackers, right? So you definitely want to hit her up. Welcome, Ricardo. Welcome, Ricardo, to the live stream, man. Hope you're doing well, bro. Hope things are doing well in the Vic Park space. I'm thinking relational capital as a leverage point. Thoughts? That is another leverage point. Yes, relational capital is an awesome leverage point, right? And it's like I've spoken about in other videos. There's several different ways to create relational capital. It is, number one, it's looking at who has a complementary service or who has my ideal client that I can go and add value to their particular community around what it is that I do, and I can promote myself and my product and services through that. Do they have a large database? Yes, they do have a large database. Awesome. So when they have a large database as well, then I can do marketing across to their database, right? So relational capital, someone that has my ideal client and and has a supplementary service to what I do. Number one. Number two is going to your competitors, and when your competitors, have a chat to your competitors, ask them, what do they hate doing? What do they dislike doing? What are their services? If they have a service, if they don't do a particular service that you do, you could say to them, hey, you can farm it all out directly to me. I'll do it all and I'll just give you a cut of every deal that comes through. Number one. Number two is you could then go and add a little bit more value to them and say, I'll come into the back end of your business, white label product. I'll come into the back end of your business, white label product. And what I'll do is I will be your back office admin team, and I will do all the work that you don't like doing. You just flick us a cut for everything that you do. Like every lead, every deal that you do, flick us a cut, we'll do the implementation, right? That's the second part of relationship capital. The third one is you go to speak at events, for example, and it could be like take Cherry, for example, Cyber Security Expo. All right, go to the Cyber Security Expo, set up a stand, and you're one of the cybersecurity experts there at the expo, and you arrange with that particular expo as well to do some database type emails, all that type of stuff as well. There is also companies that do, speaking on stage type stuff. They do, they run events and things like that you can go and you can start working with. And they will give you a spot to talk and sell a product there live on stage. You can do the same thing with people's retreats, all that type of stuff. There's so many different things that you can do when it comes to relational capital. And the coolest thing about relational capital is with certain aspects of it, there is really no need for you as a business owner to do any selling, right? The selling is sometimes done by the partners that you're with. And that's another relational capital strategy that you can use. Then there's referrals off that. There's so many things you can do to create an abundance of leads, an abundance of business coming to you just off relational capital. And there's many, and if you're the type of person that is partnering with someone who's very big in the space, there's ways that you can hack the lists from a marketing perspective too. However, that's for another story. That's for another day. We'll speak about that another day. So little ways to be able to list hack people that have very big followings that you're partnering with, etc. There's some people doing a lot of this on the marketplace at the moment and absolutely killing it and getting really, really big brands just using that whole list hacking strategy, right, that I'll speak to you guys about. I'll leave that for next week. So you guys can come in next week and I'll talk about this on Monday, right? I'll talk about this on Monday, list hacking, how to hack lists within your marketing campaigns as well, right? So you don't want to miss that particular one. And Serena, I hope that right there was Cherry's YouTube clip. For all of you that are on here, make sure you go follow her on YouTube, right? Go follow her on YouTube, 100%. Yes, you did now. all right, cool. So Serena goes, I got booted. Did you answer Cherry's question? I have now, yes. Yes, you just did now. Oh, yeah, okay, right. You're just repeating that. Awesome, guys. So that's it for today. Like and share the stream. Let more people hear this type of information, right? Because there is You know, people pay thousands for this type of information, right? And we just talk about it here free every day. Really more people need to hear this type of information, right? Like, you got to understand where your leverage points are. You got to understand what you're best in world at. You got to understand your point of difference. If you don't have those three things, then, you know, you're just really marketing and fitting into the crowd, right? It's about disruption. You must disrupt an industry. That's what this whole next marketing campaign of ours is going to be, disruption. It's going to make a lot of people angry. It's going to make a lot of people upset. And then a lot of other people are going to want to do their best to beat it, right? But really, hopefully by that point, we're at a point where we've got 300, 400, 500,000 people, whatever, in that particular process. And expand that as well. If you want to join or be part of the movement as well in the 300 Mastermind, we will post a link in the comments for you guys to join. Options are access to everything that I've spoken about. It is all of my ad campaigns. It is my whole webinar sequence, all automations, email automations, text message automations. It is the copywriting that I used for the ads. It's the structure for the copywriting for the ads. It is the full templated landing pages for the landing pages. It's all the copy done. All you got to do is switch up the copy to represent your business. Lastly, it is also, there will be video sales letters you use as part of this, and creative options and so on. I give you all of those options there as well. I show you when it comes to creating excellent video sales letters, I've got a full template there showing you how to do a video sales letter, how to structure it, how to put it in place. I give you some examples of all of that. It is our free download funnel that you guys see very regularly on Facebook that runs consistently and has been generating me leads for the last 2 years. I've changed up campaigns like every now and then on them. It just consistently runs, right? I've remastered, done 2.0 versions of it, and that's all I've done. Just continue to run the exact same thing, right? So I've got that exact sequence there, including email automations, all the landing pages done, all the copywriting done, a video tutorial showing you how to do all of that. It is all the text message automations. It's everything. I give you our challenge funnel, right? It's got an application funnel hooked into that particular program as well. I give you all the email automations. I give you the exact copy that I use. You just change all of it to represent your business. I've got in there a full appointment booking sequence, right? You can go through and you can just change the exact copywriting that I use to represent your business. You've got the full step-by-step guide, how to set up the ad, how to integrate the messenger bot into the sequence as well, right? All of that's all included too, messenger bots. I've got my full copywriting technique. I've got my full how to set up lead ads. So I told you about how we've done it with our 300 Mastermind program now. I've got all of that there live in the video archive, step by step, showing you how to set it up, how to do your lead forms, how to get your terms and conditions in, how to set it up step by step, right? That's generated me leads as little as 50 cents, right? I've got in it as well. As you can see, I'm going to keep going because I want you guys to really see what this is and why people are paying several $1,000s for this type of stuff. There is also in there my whole strategic selling process that we use to sell from stage. We use to sell from webinars. The full templated slides in there that I've used, the exact ones. You just change it all to represent your business, the whole sales process, the content side, the lot. Full video tutorial showing you how to do it. On the back end of all of our competitions and things like that, it's also got a strategic selling process on the back end of that. You know, how to send the email to the database, how to post the emails, the posts into the group to be able to extract out appointments, right? From that, we've had anywhere from 10 to 20 appointments on the back end of that, upwards on the back end of these particular competitions and challenges. Then I've got a full script, right? That is a 30-minute sales conversation that sells a $500 product on the back end and closes at 60% up, right? Another thing, we've got our full high ticket sales process in there as well. right? Selling products that are worth $1,000 through to $100,000. Even sold $1 million products with it in the past. It is a qualifying two-step sales process, qualifying process and a full sales process, 1 hour strategy session, whatever you want to call it, included in it as well, full step-by-step guides, the exact script. All you do is just change it across to represent your business. Again, there as well. Over and above that, if you want to automate your business, right? We talk about automations now, how to automate a whole process of a program, how to, if you want to do online courses, how to structure an online course, how to get best results with an online course, how to organize the inclusions with your online course, how to organize outcomes of your online course, how I give you a full template for a members area that you can just grab, implement into your own system. You just change a couple of things. I'll show you how to do all of that. That's included in it as well, right? How to automate when somebody decides to send you a message on Facebook in Messenger, how to automate, strategize, how to strategize and automate that whole process to bring people through to appointments is also included in that particular members area as well, right? All of it included, live, step-by-step, everything that you see, anything that's running in my business currently is in that particular archive that you get access to in the 300 Mastermind program, right? Now you can see why I'm telling you this is going to disrupt a whole industry and it's going to piss people right off, right? And this is the plan. This is what we're going to be doing. I've got marketers that follow me as well, right? So they may as well just see it here first. I don't really care if they see this. But this is like everything that you guys are going to be seeing as part of this, and you're all going to see this unfold, right? This is just small little bits of all of it. How we target people on Facebook and Instagram, how we physically target people, how we write the creative side of things, how we put the creative together, all of it all included, right? Absolutely everything all included, no holdbacks, right? What do you get access to it for? $1 a day. Plus weekly strategy calls, plus a full money back guarantee. Full retargeting strategies that I use, all included. Facebook tech setup, right? All included in it as well. Messenger bot tech setups and things like that. Things that could go wrong, things that you may need help with, all documented in there as well. Exclusive access to our events, any events that we run, right? Exclusive access to those. Just to touch a very small percentage of everything else that's in there as well. Right? Everything that I currently use, all there included. Get access to it, $1 a day. That's it. Actually, less than $1 a day, should you decide to pay in full. You get a nice little chunk of a discount. So yeah, that's everything that's all in that particular program there as well. We do have a referral network as part of it too. We encourage all members to be able to, share referrals, things like that with each other as well, and help each other grow from a relational capital perspective, right? Plus, I've done heaps of trainings in there on lookalike audiences. I've done heaps of trainings in there around relational capital. I've done heaps of trainings around implementation of ads, heaps of things. I'm going live in there every week and adding more and more and more stuff. And basically everything's all in a step-by-step process, just walks you through it in the battle plan marketing method, and you guys are away kicking goals. 37 to 59 leads in 28 days or less is what you would expect. As part of that, you would expect your sales are going to increase every single month using this particular product. All included there, all in that particular program. And as I said, this is why we are going to do with our next campaign, we spoke with our team, because as I said, like my whole team is marketers, which you don't see that in any other business where the whole team are marketers, right? We've got Ricardo, who got exceptional results with e-com, right? And is consistently still doing that with his e-com business. And he's worked with, service-based business owners, things like that. He knows how to write copy. He knows how to implement ads. He knows how to do retargeting, all this type of stuff, right? He's in the team. Then we've also got Nathan, right? He is a marketer as well. He knows how to physically put ad campaigns together. He knows how to write copy. He knows how to get exceptional results. Leads under $5 a lead, right? He knows how to do all this. He does it all regularly, right? He does that as well. So, you know, we've got all marketers in our team, people that know how to do all of this, right? We've got Indran in our team too, exceptional at, you know, should you guys need help with sales and wanting to get more sales, etc. He's in our team. He has been doing sales since 1990 or 1991 or 1995 or something like that, right? Like we're talking well over 20 years experience in sales, right? So, you know, these guys that we've got in our team are high-level, hand-picked people that can help you with specific things, and they actually do it for free. Yeah, you heard it right. So when we're talking points of difference, we're talking all of this, you know, finding leverage points. We're talking about, you know, what are you best in world at, all this type of stuff. When we're talking about all of this for you guys, right, this is everything here that you guys have access to by following this page. This is everything, right? This is absolutely everything. Everything, 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 everything. Anyway, I will see you guys Monday. Remember one thing. If you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day you must get out there. Every single day you must take action. Every single day you must make it happen. And remember to be the warrior. Make sure you're following the page and seeing everything first. Monday, we've got some epic content. We're going to be talking about how to list hack, right? We're talking list hacking on social media. I'm going to show you guys how to do that on Monday, 12 o'clock Perth, Western Australia time. That is 12 a.m. Australia, that American West Coast time, right? That is 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That is 4 p.m. New Zealand time. You do not want to miss it. I'll see you guys Monday. Be here, be square, or be here or be square. I look forward to seeing you guys here. List hacking is what we're going to be talking about. See you Monday. Remember, be the warrior you were born to be. You are not a business warrior. You don't worry about business anymore. You're a business warrior. Let's do this. See you Monday. Cheers.